The evolution of the world's tallest buildings. Do you know when the world's first tallest buildings were made? Millions of dollars were spent to build these tall buildings. Welcome back to Luxury Bay. Don't worry if you're unfamiliar with these massive undertakings, we've got you covered. In our video, we'll tell you about the evolution of some of the world's tallest buildings. So let's get right to the point. 1. Philadelphia City Hall, 1901. From 1894 through 1908, City Hall was the world's tallest livable edifice. The tower of City Hall was completed in 1894, but the inside was not finished until 1901. It was the highest building in Pennsylvania until 1932, when it was eclipsed by the Gulf Tower in Pittsburgh, which is today the 16th tallest. It remained the city's tallest building until 1986, when One Liberty Place was completed. Philadelphia City Hall is the seat of the city government in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the houses of the Philadelphia City Council chambers as well as the mayor's office. It's also a courthouse, serving as the seat of Pennsylvania's 1st Judicial District, and housing the civil trial and orphans court divisions of the Philadelphia County Court of Common Pleas. Built of brick, white marble, and limestone, Philadelphia City Hall is the world's biggest freestanding masonry edifice, and at the time of completion in 1894, the world's tallest livable building. 2. Singer Tower, 1908. The Singer Tower was the world's highest structure from 1908 to 1909, when it was overtaken by the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company Tower. The base took up the full land lot of the building, while the tower's floors took up only 1/6 of that space. Despite its status as a historic landmark, the Singer building was demolished between 1967 and 1969 to make room for the One Liberty Plaza, a building with several times the amount of office space as the Singer Tower. The structure was divided into 4 separate portions. The 10-story Singer building at 149 Broadway was built between 1897 and 1898, and the 14-story Bourne building on Liberty Street was constructed between 1898 and 1899. 3. Woolworth Building, built in 1913. From 1913 to 1930, it was the tallest building in the world at a height of 241 meters. More than a century after it was built, it's still one of the top 100 tallest buildings in the United States. It has a 30-story base with a 30-story tower on top. It has thousands of windows and is mostly covered in architectural terracotta, though the lower portions are limestone. Sculptures, mosaics, and architectural details adorn the ornate lobby. The building included a now-closed observatory on the 57th floor and a private swimming pool in the basement. Throughout its history, the Woolworth building has undergone a number of transformations. In 1932, the building's facade was cleaned, and between 1977 and 1981, it had a major makeover. Since 1966, the Woolworth building has been a National Historic Landmark, and since 1983, it's been a New York City designated landmark. 4. Bank of Manhattan Trust, 1930. The Bank of Manhattan Trust, also known as the 40 Wall Street and Trump Building, is 283 meters tall. The structure is situated on an L-shaped plot of land. The lower stories have a limestone exterior, while the top stories have a buff brick front with several setbacks. The exterior also has spandrels between each story's windows, which are hidden below the vertical piers. A pyramid with a spire at the pinnacle stands at the top of the edifice. The bottom levels housed by the Manhattan Company's primary banking and boardrooms, while the above floors were rented out to tenants. A Duane Reade store was built in the former banking area. In 1995, the New York City Landmarks Preservation Commission classified the structure as a city landmark, and in 2000, it was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. 5. The Empire State Building, 1931. The Empire State Building is a 102-story Art Deco skyscraper in New York City. Built between 1930 and 1931, it was designed by Shreve, Lamb, and Harmon. Its name comes from the New York's nickname, the Empire State. The structure stands at 443.2 meters tall, including its antenna with a roof height of 380 meters. The Empire State Building's design was altered 15 times before being determined to be the world's tallest structure. The building's construction began on March 17, 1930, and it opened on May 1, 1931, 13 and a half months later. 6. World Trade Center, 1973. The $400 million core complex was constructed between 1966 and 1975. It was first inaugurated on April 4, 1973, and was demolished after the September 11th terrorist attacks in 2001. The Twin Towers were the world's tallest buildings at the time of their completion, with the original One World Trade Center, North Tower, standing at 1,368 feet, 417 meters, and the South Tower standing at 415.1 meters. The Marriott World Trade Center, 3WTC, 4WTC, 5WTC, 6WTC, and 7WTC were among the other structures in the complex. The office area in the building was 13.4 million square feet. A fire on February 13, 1975, a bombing on February 26, 1993, a bank heist on January 14, 1998, and eventually a terrorist assault on September 11, 2001, all occurred at the World Trade Center. 7. Sears Towers, 1973. On June 22, 1974, the skydeck, the observation deck of the Willis Tower, opened. The Willis Tower, originally the Sears Tower, is a 108-story skyscraper in Chicago that stands at 442.1 meters tall. According to normal methods, the skyscraper has 108 stories, although the building's owners count the main roof as 109 stories and the mechanical penthouse roof as 110. It's the third tallest structure in the United States and the Western Hemisphere, as well as the world's 23rd tallest structure. Here are 2 fun facts for you. Because of the slightly asymmetrical form, Sears Tower structure leans about 10 centimeters to the west, putting unequal weights on the foundation, and an advertisement for a pack of cigarettes sparked the idea for the design. 8. Taipei 101, 2004. The Taipei World Financial Center, formerly Taipei 101, is a skyscraper in Taipei, Taiwan. With a height of 508.2 meters, Taipei 101 was the world's highest structure. From its opening in 2004 until the completion of the BURJ Khalifa in Dubai, UAE in 2009, this structure was officially classified as the world's tallest. Taipei 101 is made up of 101 stories above ground and 5 basement levels. It was the world's tallest skyscraper from March 31, 2004 to March 10, 2010. It was the first structure to break the half-kilometer mark in height. 9. BURJ Khalifa 2010. Since its completion in 2009, the BURJ Khalifa has been the world's tallest structure and building, surpassing Taipei 101 with a total height of 829.8 meters and a roof height of 828 meters, excluding antenna but containing a 244-meter spire. Prior to its inauguration in 2010, the BURJ Dubai was known as the BURJ Khalifa, a skyscraper in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The Dubai Fountain, the observation deck, and the BURJ Khalifa Park are just a few of the attractions. 10. JEDDAH Tower, 2021. JEDDAH Tower, formerly known as Kingdom Tower, is a skyscraper project that's been put on hold. It's projected to be the first 1-kilometer high skyscraper in human history, and it'll be located on the north side of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Construction began on April 1, 2013. The laying of the foundation was completed in December of 2013. The above-ground portion of the project began in September 2014. The owner of Kingdom Holding Co., which owns 33% of the tower, and the chairman of the Saudi Bin Laden Group, which owns 17% and is the main contractor, were both imprisoned as part of the 2017 Saudi Arabian crackdown. The tower's construction continued, despite the fact that certain senior Kingdom Holding executives were sent to other projects. The CEO of Jeddah Economic City, Munib Hamoud, stated in February 2018 that construction is still underway, and the skyscraper should be completed by 2020. The central core of the skyscraper had 60 stories, and the walls were 248 meters high in October 2017, with a stated height of 252 meters by the end of 2017. However, the current status of the construction is held. 11. Dubai Creek Tower, due in 2022. The Dubai Creek Tower is a supported observation tower under construction in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, at a preliminary cost of AED 3.67 billion, $1 billion US, with an expected completion date of 2022 at the earliest. However, the tower is currently on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic, so the completion date is unknown. The tower at Dubai Creek Harbour was the original name of the structure. The exact height's not been revealed, but project developer Emaar has stated that it'll be at least 828 meters tall, which is the height of Dubai's highest building, the BURJ Khalifa. It will be the world's tallest supported skyscraper once completed. That concludes today's video. Have you been to any of the above-mentioned locations? Tell us in the comments section. If you liked our video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell icon so you can always be notified of our regular uploads.